Hello! What's going on here? It's bits and bytes. From anything to everything.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Bits and Bytes from Anything to Everything. Morning, Johan.
Good morning, Paul, from a very cold Western Cape area where I'm at. Thanks for having me on the show. Good morning, everybody.
Johan, you, as far as I know, you're not joining from your computer this morning.
No, I'm not in the office today. I'm actually on a rural area on a farm, and I'm joining from my iPhone with Zoom installed and a 5G connection.
This is very interesting. So tell me, Johan, voiceover, um, how well does voiceover work with the Zoom application on your iPhone?
Paul, brilliantly. I don't have a problem with anything. I could access all the. He even asked me if I want to change my background, or can I asked me if I want to change my name. You will see I've add myself as iPhone. I could change that to my name. I could change the background, the virtual background, that you don't see the room ambience behind me. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you actually can access with VoiceOver on the iPhone.
This is excellent, and you have an iPhone 7 or iPhone 8, if is that correct?
No,
iPhone.
I'm currently on the iPhone 13,
Yes, yeah.
but
So,
I was on an iPhone 3 long time ago.
so people, so what we're actually just saying is that VoiceOver actually works well with many applications, and you don't have to have the latest and the greatest. It helps if you have the latest and the greatest, but then you have to either win the lotto or someone
Or rob a
very.
bank.
That's it. That's it. But I wonder, hey, Johan, maybe we must. If us blindies we go rob a bank, you think they'll give us something? You think we can walk out of there? I wonder.
I don't know, Paul. That's a subject for another day, my friend.
Okay, so
Listen,
Johan, yes.
listen, I have a question. Last week we did some tip. You remember the tip that we gave the
Yeah, the
people
coach, the
for
NVDA
the
coach
coach?
tip.
Yeah, the NVDA coach tip. Do you have something new for me for the NVDA coach tip for today?
I actually do, Johan. I actually do. Um, I want to tell the viewers that the NVDA coach actually has updated. The add-on has updated. So if you haven't already updated your add-on, please go to the add-on store and go to updatable add-ons and go and update the NVDA coach if the coach does not warn you itself by itself that it wants to update, because why you must update the coach is there are some keyboard shortcuts and things in the lessons, so that has been added. So what the developer then does, that's how it seems to me, Johan, is he updates the add-on and adds stuff that may be relevant. So even if you did lesson 2 or lesson 3 concerning the keyboard, or if you update the add-on, it definitely is a good idea to actually just go into the what's new section and just see, just check what's new so
Maybe,
that
yeah, maybe there's something added to the lessons or something that he couldn't add last time that he pushed through now. I think the people must remember, if you update a program, for example, WhatsApp or Facebook or Zoom or whatever you use, there is changes in the program, and we must see the add-ons as little programs. So if you update your program or your add-on, there will be some updates and changes towards it. So you have to see what's new. Always go to the what's new file to see. Just to recap, guys, remember, if you do the update, you have to go to updatable apps to update your app in the add-on store.
That is correct. You have to, if the coach does not prompt you by itself that it wants to update when you start NVDA, then go to the add-on store and go and update it there. So that's the coach tip for today. The fact, just telling the viewers that the coach has been updated and that it actually contains a laptop keyboard shortcuts, new keyboard, new shortcuts in the keyboard lesson.
Okay, so just to conclude, there's an update for the coach, the NVDA coach add-on. Please go and update and look what's new.
Yeah, and
Paul,
remember
yeah.
to remember just once again, just quickly remember when the people want to access the coach, NVDA key Shift and C for Charlie to run the coach. NVDA key Shift and C. Okay.
Okay. And guys, if you don't have NVDA coach installed and you don't know how to do it exactly and you need assistance, you can contact Paul on his email address. We will give it on the end of this video, where you can actually get lessons. Paul is certified trainer for NVDA, JAWS, and so forth and so forth. So yeah, Paul, then I have another question. Sometimes people don't know or don't want to go about right-click the Windows icon or Windows key and X to right-click on it to go to shutdown or restart the PCs. And I heard there's something that you actually can make a shortcut on your desktop. Do you know something like that? Do you have something like that? Can you explain?
Yes, Johan, certainly. I actually also want to say that often with me, it actually happens that my screen reader sometimes just shuts up. It doesn't say anything. It's quiet. And no matter what I do, even if I load narrator, even if I load NVDA, JAWS again, whatever, nothing happens. Then often a restart will fix it. Now, that is why a shortcut like this will definitely be handy to use. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to share my screen so that, and also then share my sound.
Okay.
So that,
So guys, while Paul is sharing the screen and the sound, this shortcut is only that you can do on the desktop shortcut, that you don't need to go into the menus to shut down or to start.
Participants
Okay, Paul, I hear your voice.
Wonderful. That's good. So let's then go to my desktop. That's where I have the shortcut at the moment. So I want to do it from there.
Windows M desktop folder.
So I'm going to go to the restart PC shortcut.
Restart PC 18.
That's where I am. What I'm going to do, Johan, is I'm going to view its properties. Okay. So I'm going to press Alt and Enter.
Alt Enter. Restart PC properties. Target edit C Windows System 32 shutdown XRT 0. So the first thing I get here is the target, meaning where does this shortcut point to what? And it actually gives me the path
and we'll talk about path now. So it actually gives me the path, and if I go to the end of this path, I'm going to press the end key.
End.
Just go back a little bit with my left
0
arrow.
space T slash space R slash space E space.
So what happens is when you can even type the command when you press Windows R to run, so you can run this manually as well. Okay, then you type shutdown space, and then you can type, it depends what you want to do. In this instance, I want to restart the PC and not shut it down. If I wanted to shut it down, then I would type
/R
/S,
Romeo.
not a R. There's an R there, meaning restart. Okay, but I would then type /S and then a space
/T
and a /T.
Tango.
I'm not sure what the T stands for. But then
T
I would
stands for
type.
time.
Thank you so much, Johan. That is
Because
a wonderful.
remember, on the end you have a 0 there. And if you change
Let's
that
see.
0 to 60, then you have 60 seconds.
Let's see.
Or 60 minutes.
0 blank 0.
Yeah, there's a 0. So meaning, and if I say 60, 60, then it would be 60 seconds because it works in seconds. And if I say 120, 120, it would be 2 minutes, and so
2
forth
minutes,
and so
yes.
forth. Yes, that's what I do with my daughter. Often when she has the computer, then she wants to watch YouTube and stuff, and I say, okay, you've got this and this, so many minutes, and then the machine just goes and it just shuts down. There's nothing she can do about it. So
So just
then,
remember that is not how long it will take to shut down. That's the timer when it will start to shut down or to restart. So if you change that 0 to, let's say, 120, then you have a restart in 2 minutes. So from you press double click the icon or enter on the icon until it begins the restart process, it's 2 minutes.
Yes, that is exactly the case. So I'm just going to press tab here.
Start in edit. See Windows system. Shortcut key, hotkey, Control Alt R.
You can then put your own hotkey there.
Run combo.
I want to press Alt and F. The reason is I want to take the users to the actual place where the file is.
Alt F. System 32 items view multi.
So it's in the System 32 directory of Windows. If you get prompted by a user notification, just say yes, Alt Y for yes, so that your PC will give you that directory. So it's the System 32 directory. Then here is the file.
Shutdown X 2025
Shutdown.exe. Shutdown.exe is the file.
Alt F4 restart P.
Is the file. So then.
Yeah, remember Windows is built on little different programs. The shutdown, for example, is a little program. And that shutdown have a few things that you can do. You can restart, you can sleep, you can shut down. So if you go to that path, which is the System 32 file, I'm not sure where it will be on each person's PC. But for example, it's C System 32 shutdown.exe, and then you have to give it some info. What do you want to do? Do you want to shut down? Do you want to restart? Do you want to sleep? Whatever.
That is correct, and that's why you have to know the different things that you can type it in there. Okay, so and then the shortcut can be created if you are on that or if you highlight the file, then you can just press Alt Enter for its properties.
Escape. Screen sharing meeting.
Just want to stop my screen share there.
Alt S. Your screen.
Yeah. So then in that case, then definitely you'll be able to create that shortcut, and then you can just press it whenever you need it, whether you want your PC to restart, whether you want it to shut down. Now, as I say, just keep in mind that if you want it to happen immediately, which you will then want to, you would want it to happen then, especially if you are stuck somewhere, then you will have to then just put a 0 at the end after the T in the space.
T space 0.
That is that, Johan. That is the whole shutdown thing. What happens?
Okay, Paul, can you put something in the description when we launch this file? Just a little bit more explanation, or can the people contact you for a better explanation if they have difficulties to do them themselves?
Yes, they can certainly contact me. They can certainly email me, pd906156@gmail.com. PD Papa Delta, pd906156@gmail.com.
Yeah, Paul, there you gave your email address. We will give it again at the end because people won't know in the middle where to write it down onto what.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. Then, Paul, the other thing is, I see you said last week that you have a choir practice. And I know from my years of choir singing in school, we had to learn it by heart. So we as blind people had the teacher in front or the choir director in front, and she will give us the words and we learn it bit by bit until we know it from our hearts. How do you guys go about today? Do you get a PDF or a Word document, or are you still in the manual way of listening to somebody and then learning the words, or how do you go about?
Johan, it's actually the thing is there are many different ways. Some blind folks, they still prefer learning it out of their heads. Some people, they have braille notes, like braille papers in front of them, a braille file. And there are many ways to get hold of that. People often print it with a braille printer or an embosser. But I know that in earlier years, then people would even write it down on an old Braille style Perkins style Braille machine with the six buttons or the six dots that you press and the space bar in the middle. I myself have a HumanWare Braille 1. It is a smallish Braille device. It's a Braille
Are you
display.
allowed to have that on stage?
Oh yes, I am allowed. It's a very small device. I'm holding it here in front of the webcam now. Maybe people will be able to see the buttons and the space bar. I don't know, but I've just quickly held it there, just as a quick demo there. It's a very small device. It's basically the size of a video cassette, so it's not very big, but it's a display. So what happens is anything that's written on, or it's got like a little screen that pops up with Braille dots that you can actually read. But what I do, I use either Vision Pro Assistant of NVDA or JAWS Picture Smart, because what the choir director does, she sends me a photo. So the photo is in text. The photo is the text of the song. Then with Picture Smart, I just Picture Smart the photo and tell the AI that I need the entire text that that it can find. Then it basically displays the text. I copy it out to Word, into a .docs file in Word. I save it, and then I copy it to my device via USB or Bluetooth or Wi-Fi.
Bluetooth.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I have the words in the device's memory. Then I can simply go and access the file on the device and read the words in Braille as we go along. And the device is so small, I've actually sang in a church and I just had the device on my chest and no one even knew, because everyone has papers that they read off or that they glance at in front of them. So
Yeah.
So for me, it was easy to actually just bring the device with it. So light and it's so quick to respond to my touch that I could easily read the words and not have any problems.
Okay, that's cool. That's totally cool. That there's a way to do it these days.
Exactly.
So yeah, Paul, I think that concludes this week's recording.
Surely, yes, it does.
Everybody, if you need assistance with the Picture Smart or the add-on for what's that add-on? The
NVDA,
the one for NVDA?
the Vision Assistant.
The Vision Assistant. We discussed it a little bit more thoroughly in a few videos back. But you can contact Paul on his email address. He is a certified JAWS trainer as well as NVDA trainer. We can assist with Windows. Paul, just give your email address quickly and then we're done. Thanks for having me on the show, and I'll see you next week, my friend.
Thank you, Johan. People wish him well. I mean, he actually he's actually a farmer. Johan, he's got unfortunately everything burnt down. His whole house, everything burnt down. And now he was lucky enough to get some soil where he will then start the whole business of farming again. Though he's completely blind, he will then farm chickens, cluck, 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 cluck. And I don't know, it's gonna be quite interesting to find out more about that whenever it happens. So my email address, pd906156@gmail.com, pd906156@gmail.com. Thank you very much, people, for joining, for listening, for subscribing, for anything. Your support means so much to us. Have a good one. Be blessed.
Hello! What's going on here? It's bits and bytes. From anything to everything.